father. I didn't know they were Eladio people. They played me for a fool.
I don't care if it was Eladio or any other person. The fact of the matter is that you betrayed me. You have to realize what you did. Because of you, we've lost millions. Millions and millions. More than 700 million, as well as the trust I had in you. The trust that I had in you. And I'm never going to recover from that trust you broke, darn it!
Arturo, please don't say that.
It's the truth. And what makes this all worse is that you probably did it to please that tramp you're sleeping with!
Miguel. I understand you have to distance yourself from Consuelo, but please don't leave. You've never cared about what my mom says to you. If she kicks you out of the house, that will be her problem. Please don't go. I'd miss you very much.
I'll miss you too. And I came precisely to tell you that. I've thought it over and I've decided that no, I can't go. I don't want to leave Consuelo alone in the hands of that idiot Eric. I love her and I need to know that she's okay. Eric is capable of committing any kind of stupidity and I'd regret it all my life if anything should happen and I wasn't here to defend her, right?
You're such a good man. And that is an act of true love.
Well, I should say the same thing to you. If you really love David, you have to fight for him against everything. Otherwise, you'll only end up just like everyone else in this family.
That's enough, Dad. I know what I did was despicable, Dad.
And you haven't seen the consequences yet. And all this for that woman. All this for that woman! Huh?
No, but please don't insult Montserrat, because this is not her fault!
Yes, this is all my fault! This is indeed my fault for trusting you, idiot! Do you still doubt that your son is a lover?
Yes, I admit that Eric made a mistake and is at fault and that perhaps he's lost his head over that woman, but it isn't the end of the world.
Eric has to pay.
No. What are you going to do, Arturo? Report him to the police? Send your own son to prison?
Yes, I'm going to do it. That's the place where he belongs. In prison. You're going to go to prison. I'm going to send you to prison!
No, Dad. Not to prison. I'm begging you.
Not only did you betray me as an employee, you betrayed me as my son. You have totally disappointed me. And I even thought that someday all of this was going to be yours. But now you're going to face the consequences of your actions.
You're not thinking clearly, Arturo. I'm begging you, calm down, Arturo. Please, you can't send your son
I know
to prison.
perfectly well what I'm doing. This is the way it should be, and I'm sure about that. I have to teach our son a lesson, all right?
No, forgive me. Look, all this was nothing more than a stupid thing, and I swear, I promise you, Dad, it's never going to happen again. I promise you.
Of course we know it won't happen again.
Darling, please, please. I'm begging you, don't do this, please.
For your mother, I'm not going to do it. For your mother, I'm not going to send you to prison, even though you deserve it.
Please,
but you
Dad,
haven't heard the last of this. You're going to leave our house, and you're going to leave this company because from now on, you're no longer part of the Montenegro group. You're no longer part of this company!
With the situation right now, I just can't go back to David.
And do you love him?
Yes. Yes, and I love him very much. I think of him, and I want to see him all the time, and I want to be near him. I have never felt before the way I'm feeling now, Miguel.
Look. My situation with Consuelo will never become a reality, but yours with David is really, really possible.
No, I don't think so. No, because we'd have to push aside our parents' troubles.
Exactly. You said it. There are fathers and David's father's problems, and they're not yours. And if you really love each other, I think you should give it a try.
But I'm telling you, that's part of the problem. We've already tried.
Let's see, did you defend hardly enough what you really wanted? Don't ever give up, Reina. Think that if your love for him is really that serious, you could even set a point of union to put an end to all the years of fighting.
Arturo, you can't do this to your own son. Listen to me.
Does it make you angry that I can punish him like this? But does it not seem wrong to you that he betrayed me?
If you'd been closer to him, you would have had his loyalty and none of this would happen.
What are you trying to say?
Yes! That is one of your many mistakes as a father! Just look at Miguel! He can't even accept and respect Eric's marriage.
Hold on. I'm sorry if I can't just tell Miguel to stop worrying too much about his sister-in-law.
Yes, but he has no right to get involved with his sister-in-law, with Consuelo! And now that we're talking about betrayal, Regina didn't even have the confidence to tell you that she's working with your worst enemy! And Daniela, you know Daniela has a drinking problem. Because you distance yourself from me all the time.
Oh, so now you're telling me that I'm to blame for every mistake that our children have committed?
Yes, because you've never paid attention to them the way that you should have. Accept it, Arturo! You have been a terrible father.
Gomez Luna Association. My godfather wants David to work in the company. But he's not going to make him a messenger like when I started.
Well, he's not the owner for nothing.
Yes, I know that he's the son, and I'm just a freeloader.
Oh, but don't be like that. Huh?
But it makes me angry that he's going to support his son with everything, instead of me, who's always had to put up with him.
But if we get smart, we're going to find the best way to get a lot of money from your godfather. You told me so yourself.
Just accept it! You still don't know how to be a good father.
Of course not. My mom is absolutely right because you have never been there for me.
The one I've been distant from was Miguel, and not you. You didn't value it. You didn't even want to learn. And I am tired of it.
No, Dad, it's not the same. Miguel is from another family, Dad.
Miguel is also my son.
Miguel is a
He's
bastard!
your brother, you idiot. He's your brother. I gave you everything I know. I gave you everything I had, but you showed no interest. And you proved with an utter act of stupidity you weren't even any good at making a fool of me. And maybe you're right. I wasn't very mindful of our children. But then you were supposed to be, and look at the result. Just look at the result. So I'm not the only one responsible. And we're not just talking about me, but about Eric's betrayal. Never touch me again. Never.
And you should never talk about our son like that again. He's not a traitor.
And what do you call that thing he did to us? Eric sold us out to Eladio.
Okay. Maybe I was mistaken. Just like you were a mistake as a father.
Stop making excuses, Eric! And face the consequences of your actions like a man! I don't doubt that all you wanted was an easy and quick way to make money to give to your lover. But what you did was called a breach of trust. That is called fraud. You harmed not only me, but all the employees in this company. Because of that, I'm going to have to stop paying their wages, do you know that? And without a manpower, perhaps I'll have to scale down the number of workers. And what about other
But
families?
you don't need to kick him out of the house and the company because of that!
My goodness, I can't leave this as it is. I don't want you near me. And you can just forget about the shares that you own.
No! Please! Please! Mr. Arturo, I beg you! You can't fire him now! Eric and I are expecting a baby.
I need you to give this report to Mr. Gomez Luna when he arrives, please.
Yes, all right, counselor. I'll hand this to him.
My love, what a surprise!
My love, I was just in the neighborhood to collect a donation for the foundation, and I just wanted to drop by and say hello. Well, if you're busy, I understand, and I can go if I must.
No, I'm not doing anything too important right now. By the way, this is Marintia Hernandez, my godfather's new secretary. Marintia, this is Miss Gabriela Diaz-Vallado, Mr. Eladio's niece, and my girlfriend. So I hope that you'll treat her the way she deserves to be treated.
Of course, it will be a pleasure.
Pleased to meet you.
It's my pleasure.
My love, would you like some coffee? Marintia can get some for us.
No, my love, thank you. It's fine. I'm okay.
Well then, I shall go. Excuse me.
It was a pleasure. Oh, my love. I was so worried about you, so I came to visit you because you didn't seem so well over the phone.
Look, thank you, but no. I'm not complaining, but it's that I resent it so much that Godfather's pushing me aside for David. He says he isn't, but he seems to have forgotten who's been with him all these years.
Hey, honey. Don't think about that. You'll see that everything's going to go back to normal, all right? Calm down.
Are you really pregnant?
Yes, sir. And I'm begging you. I'm asking you not to punish Eric.
Dad, look. Finally. After all this time, Consuelo and I are going to give you the little grandson you've wanted.
I don't know.
I don't know what it was that Eric did, but I'm begging you. Please don't do this.
Dad, tell us what's going on. Are you all right?
All right, Eric. Your sister's here. You remember you accused her of betraying me, right? I want you to apologize and tell her that you are the traitor.
I'm sorry, Regina. Well, the truth is that I didn't mean to accuse you.
Oh, yes, you did. You meant to do it. And that's why you're going to explain in detail to the both of them about your actions. Explain to
Arturo,
both of them what you did.
Arturo, it's not necessary.
No, of course it's necessary. Of course it is. Especially because he's going to be a father. Take responsibility for your actions.
Things with my dad are getting much better now.
That's good,
As a
son.
matter of fact, we're working on the Huatulco project.
And what happened with the Querétaro project? It worries me a lot that you have to work with Regina Montenegro.
Mom, look. I've been thinking it over and I can't leave that project. Regina isn't going to give it up either, but we made a deal that we're only going to talk about work. Don't worry about that.
Well, I'm glad that relationship has not led to anything, even at this point.
Are you serious, Mom?
Yes, my love, because if it has, if there were anything more between the both of you, it would cause a lot of problems to each and one of his own family, and... No, it isn't. It isn't a good idea. Not now that you're beginning to get along with your father. Honestly, think about it, my love. You, my son, is his one and only heir. Let's see, tell me something. You weren't lying to me when you told me that the girl that you were with wasn't her, right?
Mom.
You were being
Mom,
honest with
hold
me,
on.
right?
No, of course not. That's all over. There's no point talking about that now.
David.
Honestly. Mom, I have to go to work now. Don't worry.
Dad. Listen, I need you to understand me, please. The reason why I made that transaction was because I needed the extra money. But I admit that I was wrong.
You did it on purpose to betray me.
No, I swear by the love that I have for you that it wasn't like that, Dad.
If you didn't put a limit to his expenses, this wouldn't have happened.
You don't know what you're saying, Nina. I could not allow Eric to continue spending on stupid things.
Since when did you become such a miser? If you have the money, what does it matter what they spend it on, for goodness sakes?
No, the problem isn't on what, but on whom he spends it on, am I right?
I was wrong about that too, Dad. But you see, it's all over now. Listen to me, Consuelo. I'm sorry. I need you to forgive me. Look, I swear to you, I didn't know what I was thinking. I have to confess to you that I was cheating on you.
How could you do that to her?
Don't butt into this, Miguel. Don't interfere.
I'm sorry, please forgive me. Look, from now on, I promise you this. Here in front of all my family, that I'm going to be a better husband. For you and for our baby, okay?
Sir, Mr. Agustin wants to talk to you on the telephone. He says, it's urgent.
Let's go, Petra.
Yes.
Sir, please listen. Would you please? I'm asking you to please reconsider what you're planning to do.
We are not done with this conversation.
Sir, the phone call's urgent.
Sit down.
I'm thinking about all the things I'm going to do as soon as I get out of here. And the first thing, the most important thing, is to see my son. It doesn't matter that I have to go to that fishing port where he is.
My dear, it's best not to make any plans. They are hardly realistic. That's why one feels worse and then gets bitter in the end.
These are not just plans, Mother. They are objectives. When I get out of here, I'm going to look for a job doing what I know how to do, which is to cook. You know that I cook very well. And I'll be able to save some money and set up a little food cart or something.
My dear, your plans sound wonderful, but don't get your hopes up. Maybe what happened the last time will happen again. That when the time comes, you won't even get out of here, my dear.
No, Mother. I know you were very worried about all the money problems we had. I know. But the moment I get out of here, it's going to be different, and we're going to do very well, very well. And besides, never forget all the sacrifices you made for me and my son.
Please,
Mother,
no,
thank
don't
you.
cry, my dear. No. Oh, no.
Thank you.
No.
Thank you for the food, sweetie. I loved sharing it with you.
I would have liked it better if I took you to a fancy place, but I have a lot of work. You know what, though? I don't know if I should continue to make these sacrifices anymore. I mean, Godfather doesn't seem to take notice of what I do for him.
Hey, I told you to be patient. David doesn't even like what he's doing now, Franco. He actually likes engineering.
You know what? Don't listen to me. It's just that it upsets me when I realize I'm no one's child. That I have no parents, no important name. I only have my work.
No, Franco, don't say that. You have me. I love you and I respect you and I'm very proud of what you are and what you've done. Don't you forget that.
Did you tell my son to come back soon so we can see him?
I sent him a letter, but he hasn't replied to me yet. He's probably still fishing out at sea. But as soon as I have news from him, I will let you know, huh?
Thank you, Mother. Listen. And what do you know of his father?
What would I know of his father? I only know what I see in the news. All I know is that he's always fighting with that guy called Arturo Montenegro.
Eladio hasn't changed at all. He's still the same vindictive man as always. I'm really thankful that my son didn't grow up near him. At least he wasn't exposed to all the rotten and wicked things his father is.
Yes, but at least he wouldn't be suffering from hunger like me.
I would rather be dead than to see
dear,
my son with his
dear.
father. I'm serious, Mother.
Dear.
I don't know how I could have fallen in love with a man like that. A man who couldn't even accept his own son into his life. This was a man who asked me to go away. But thanks to you, my son is safe and far away from Eladio, very far from him.
Acapulco.
I've always dreamt of this day. To be at the seaside with the people that I love so much. And I thank my lucky stars. It's finally come true. It's more beautiful than I ever could have imagined.
Oh, my darling. I'm so happy that the three of us are all here together. And that you are beside me. But I promise you that this is the first of many trips we're taking, okay? I'm going to work really, really, really hard for us to have a lot of days like this.
Please promise me. Please, Ustino, promise me that you're never ever going to forget this trip.
My darling, come on, look. I swear by this, huh? And there are also going to be so many more. And you know what? When we're both older, you're not even going to remember which trip was the best one we had. The one that you found most exciting and made you the happiest, huh? There, my darling. Stop crying. If not, you're going to make me cry too, okay?
I thought that Arturo was more intelligent. But it turns out that he isn't, my love.
Why are you saying that?
Because he didn't know how to raise his own kids in the right manner. That's why they're traitors.
What are you talking about?
No, nothing. Forget about what I just said.
I hate it when you hint about things and never tell them.
No,
What are you talking about?
sometimes I just say things. And besides, you never like what I tell you.
Yes, you're right. Since I prefer not to know about those things.
How'd it go with Montenegro?
Very well.
Did you tell him it was Eric who sold us the information that let us beat him in the bidding for the highway?
No, not only that, I also said it to his face. I told him that his son was a traitor who sold out to me to make him lose. Oh, and I can just imagine him right now, not being able to handle the anger because his own son ruined the entire highway deal for him.
And all for a trivial sum, Godfather. You really got him this time, huh?
Oh, he really has no idea at all.
Hey there.
Where were you? I need us to agree on the information that I want you to get out of Regina Montenegro.
I have to go out. If you like, we can talk when I get back.
That guy does whatever he darn well pleases. One of these days, Godfather, you should really sort him out.
That, as you know, is my business.
Yes, Godfather. You're right. Besides, what we should be doing now is celebrating your victory.
Sure. Because it's a pleasure that nobody is going to be able to take away from me.
And I can just imagine Montserrat's face when she finds out about this.
What has Montserrat got to do with this? Why do you mention her? Answer me, Franco. Huh? How much do you know about Montserrat? Talk!
Well, all I know is your relationship with her.
Shut up! Shut up! The only woman that I have in my life is Julia. Get that through your head. What happens with others means nothing. It's just to satisfy my needs as a man. Remember that, Franco. I don't have any relationships with anyone else.
Yes, Godfather.
And I've told you this before. Nobody meddles in my personal matters.
I understand, Godfather. I'm 100% loyal to you. My lips are sealed.
They had better be! Remember this very well. Never be mistaken. The only thing you have to devote yourself to is your work.
That's the way it will be.
Go now! Get out!
If you don't want to listen to me, at least listen to Consuelo, whom you're so fond
If I'm
of.
fond of her, it's because I know she really does love my son. Besides, a lot of things have happened to her.
Well, if that's the case, then listen to her. Because as far as I'm concerned, it seems you only care about finding a good excuse to keep us apart.
You're mistaken. As I've told you, I'm under a lot of pressure right now at work, all because of your son.
Arturo, you used to enjoy making love to me, and now you don't even touch me. Just admit the one failing as a father and as a husband is you, Arturo.
I'm going to speak with Eric.
I'm grateful to you for standing up for me. I didn't expect it.
Listen to me carefully. You can always count on me to do that. No matter what you might have done to me. You're my husband, and I love you.
Listen. I promise you that everything's going to change. And from now on, everything is going to be better.
And Montserrat?
Look. That will never happen again, I promise. Our baby's going to change our relationship, right?
Do you promise me?
I promise you.
Eric! I'll wait for you in my office.
Oh no, I can't believe it. Now Eric's gotten my dad into very serious trouble.
But how was he capable of betraying him that way? And besides, that hypocrite tried to put the blame on me, Miguel.
It's that he's...
Oh, let me see. It's David. It's David. Hello?
Reina, where are you? I need to talk to you.
But what for? Does this have to do with work?
No, it isn't about work. It's something else. I'm outside your house right now. I need to talk to you right away. Reina?
I'm absolutely certain, Agustin. He's entering right now, and I'm glad. I'm glad that he gets to hear this. Agustin, as of this very moment, Eric is leaving his position as vice president. He'll be under your supervision. You will terminate all his privileges. He won't be able to sign the checks and cancel his corporate credit cards too. Thank you. That's the way things are going to be from now on. And if you even make one more mistake, I will kick you out of the company. If you make another mistake after that, you are no longer a member of my family.
Yes, Dad. Whatever you say.
Regina, can you hear me?
What's going on?
I can't take it anymore. I just can't, Regina. Look, it's clear to me that our parents really hate each other. And I know that it won't change anytime soon. But you know what? I don't
It's
care.
beyond our control, and there's nothing we can do about it.
I know that you and I can't do anything. But we can continue to love each other, Regina. Despite them, despite everybody, I'm begging you.
No, listen, David. Understand me, please. We're
No,
facing
Regina,
too
you
many
have to understand. I
problems.
can't live without you. I don't know how I can.
I don't want to live without you either. But I'm really frightened.
Frightened of what?
Because I don't feel that I'm capable of deceiving my family, and besides that, you're having problems with your father because of me. I don't want that. Do you think we can be together without any consequences?
Dad? Can we talk right now?
What is it?
I only wanted to tell you that I'm very sorry about what happened.
And I need you to know that I'm sorry to have kept you away from the company.
No. It wasn't your fault. I never wanted to get involved in your companies either.
But well, that was in the past because this time you have to know that I need you close to me. I need people who I can lean on. People I can rely on. People that I can trust. I need my son. I need my loyal son. I need you.
It's very difficult for me, Dad. But working for your company, can I think it over first?
And how come you can't give me an answer right now?
To be honest, you really always preferred Eric instead of me. Of course, I was just a daily reminder that my mother died because of me.
Hold on, son, I don't blame you for that.
I know you don't hate me and I know you're a good man, but deep down you always look at me as if you had lost something and it's all because of me.
Miguel, if I wasn't close to you, I assure you, it wasn't because of you. It's not your fault, I swear.
Then what for, Father? I've always felt your rejection since I was a boy.
It's never an easy subject for a father. And much less if it involves explaining this to his son.
I think it's best that you tell me everything. Tell me the truth.
All right. I don't want you to blame yourself for something that you aren't responsible for. Miguel, your mother and I were never truly in love.
What?
Reina, there's no reason for our love to end this abruptly.
I don't want to be without you either, because I can't.
I won't stop asking myself why I was so lucky that you fell in love with me.
I love you, David. But then
No, but nothing, Regina. I love you too, so we are going to fight for our love no matter what. Please, it's worth it.
Yes, but the problem is that I don't know how to face up to this. I've always been honest with my parents, and I don't like doing things behind their back because sooner or later everybody's going to find
Yes,
out.
they're going to find out. But only when you and I are totally sure about this relationship. It's then that I'm going to speak with my dad. And I'm going to speak with your dad too.
You're going to speak to my father?
Yeah.
Do you really think that you can do that?
Of course I can do that. I'm going to do it, but I want you to be relaxed, Regina, all right? Trust me. We love each other. That's why... We have no reason to lose this, Regina. This is a great opportunity, honestly. We can't lose what we feel just because of them, okay? Look, I don't know who began this fight in the first place. Was it your dad, or was it my dad? It doesn't matter. It's all the same to me. They don't have the right to take away our happiness from us. It's our happiness.
Yes, it sounds really nice, but I'm just so frightened, David. What if in the end all this turns out much worse?
Son, it isn't easy to tell you this, but I'd rather be honest with you. The circumstances under which your mom and I were together weren't exactly ideal, to put it bluntly. Neither of us expected a pregnancy at that moment of our lives.
Then you reject me because I'm an unwanted child?
No, hold on, no. I don't reject you and never say that again. Never. You're my son, and I love you all the same as your brother and sisters, huh? Come here.
Dad, don't lie to me. When you found out my mother was pregnant, I'm sure you didn't want me.
No, hold on, look. It took me by surprise, yes, at the beginning, but afterwards when I'd taken in the news, I swear that the idea of having a child, it made me very happy. When I met your mom, we liked each other, yes, and we let ourselves get carried away. At the time I was engaged. I was a few weeks away from marrying another woman. Yes,
You
and...
married my mother while loving someone else?
Yes, right? I betrayed the trust of that woman. I betrayed the love of that woman. And that is the truth.
The only way to find out if what we have is going to work or not, Architect, is to take the risk. We could keep the secret, I don't know, for a while at least, until we finish the project and when things calm down, and then we can return and speak with our families and face whatever consequences as long as we're together.
Are you sure about that?
Yes, I am. Regina, I love you. And I love you like I've never loved anyone. And it's the first time in my life that I've felt love like this. So please, if I have to kneel in front of you, I will. I'll do whatever you want, Regina. Just give us a chance.
It's the craziest and riskiest thing I will ever do. And, David, I really hope it's worthwhile.
Of course it's going to be worthwhile. It's going to be, and I promise you, Regina, you're not going to regret it. I love you very much, Regina.
I love you too. Okay, I have to go in. I don't want them to see us yet.
Regina, please.
No.
Kiss me again.
And I suppose this woman was Nina.
No. No, son, Nina has nothing to do with this because she doesn't even know anything about what I'm telling you right now.
So then who?
That woman, the one I was going to marry, stepped aside when she found out that you were going to be born so that you could grow up by your father's side. I would have preferred the circumstances to be different. And of course, don't you doubt for a second that I love you. You were an unexpected baby, yes, but you were a baby that was wanted, and that was loved. Your mother and I were looking forward to your arrival. And if there was anything that we agreed on, it was that we wanted to give you a loving family. Yes, I remember. The last thing Susana said to me. I promise you, I will be the best mother for our baby. Unfortunately, she wasn't able to keep her promise. The birth got complicated. And I was left alone with you, son.
And then... did you not look for the woman you were supposed to marry?
By then, she'd gotten married to someone else and she was expecting a baby.
How strange that she got married in such a short time, huh?
Well, yes, she had every right to rebuild her life. I hurt her and let her down anyway. A short time after Susana died, I fell into depression. And that was the time that I met Nina.
And you also married her very abruptly.
Yes, she helped me get over my depression, and I didn't want to leave you without a mother. I wanted you to have a family and a loving mother.
You've made terrible choices. Why Nina? I would have preferred to grow up without a mother instead.
I can only imagine how angry my dad must be.
That is an understatement.
But he has to understand that Eric didn't do it on purpose. I mean, it was a trap.
Oh, come on, Daniela. Your brother is an idiot. He's so stupid. And besides, that fool Consuelo had to show up to save the day with that stupidity that she's in fact pregnant.
What? Are you serious, Mom? Hey, Mom. You're going to be a grandma.
Shut up. Don't even say that. I'm too young for that. And besides, we'll just have to see how long your brother can stand to be with her. Oh, the truth is, I think Consuelo should leave. And take that baby with her.
But it's your grandchild.
We don't know that, Daniela. If you were having a baby, I would acknowledge it. But I am wary of Consuelo's child.
I guess.
And to top it all off, your father treats me worse every day. And I swear that he'd better get his act together, or this will end very badly.
Nina never took care of me, and she pushed me aside more and more. As much as she tried to make you believe it, she never loved me.
I should have put a stop to Nina a long time ago. I preferred to believe that everything at home was fine. I devoted myself to working like crazy, yes.
To avoid facing the disaster you've made of your life.
Yes, that's true, it's true. All right, it's true. And I suppose that's why I've been distanced from you all these years, all right? Yes, it's true. Forgive me, son. Forgive me because I realize now all the harm that I've done to you. Forgive me. From now on, everything's going to be much better between us.
Thank you, Father. Thank you for telling me all of this. I wish you had done it before, and that way I wouldn't have suffered so much for the lack of my mother and for your rejection. All of it.
Yes, son, forgive me. I know that there's no way to turn back time, but we still have a lot ahead of us, and I want us to be together. I want things to get better. I want to support you.
Yes, thank you, Father.
Know that I love you, son. I love you. And honestly, I couldn't ask for a better son than you.
I hope that he can help you with everything I used to do. He's better than me, right?
Acapulco.
Yes, we have a handsome captain, don't we, Princess? Yes. Captain Mommy! Look how Daddy is steering the boat.
Fair Miss Mermaid, do you accept an invitation to my boat?
Yes, I do, Daddy.
Well, get over here then, my love. Let's play. Let's go. Come on. To the boat we go.
Oh, Blessed Virgin, I pray to you. Please look after my little princess, my mermaid, and my husband. Don't let them ever want for anything. Let them always be surrounded by people who love them and who will take care of them. Oh, Blessed Virgin, please let them get over my passing quickly so they can carry on with their happy lives. That's all I want for them.
I only made one mistake. I hope you don't make any, and that you can be of great help to him, just like I was before.
I'm not trying to take your place. There's no point in whatever you're saying.
I know you've always wanted my dad's attention, right? Now look, you have found the perfect opportunity.
I'm not like you, and I don't do the same things that you did.
Hey, that's enough! That's enough! Both of you, stop fighting! For goodness sake!
But that guy's not my brother!
That is enough, Eric. That's enough! He is your brother. Miguel is your brother, and you will respect him. Now stop fighting.
Okay. I get it, Dad.
Perfect, then. And I want you to stop bothering Miguel, or you'll answer to me.
Whatever you say, Dad.
I'm sorry, Daddy, but I didn't want to cause you more problems with Eric.
No. You didn't cause me problems with Eric. He caused all these problems by himself. This is how it should have always been. I should have defended you from all of them, but now this is the way it's going to be, all right?
Well, I know how to defend myself now, but I appreciate it, Daddy. Now I know that it's a good thing to rely on you, and I can trust you now.
Yes, son.
I am so sick and tired of doing what others want. And besides that, I feel like David gives me the strength to fight for our love.
Now that is the Regina that I know all too well.
And what about you? What happened with Eric?
Well, fortunately his dad isn't firing him. But you know, I feel as if this is a lesson for us. And I think that things will get better for us soon.
Well, they had better. Oh, Consuelo, you know. You have to promise me that you won't let him treat you badly anymore. You have to put your foot down, or he's never going to respect you.
I brought you something for dinner. Ugh.
Sweetie, thank you so much. I'm so glad you've calmed down a bit.
Don't say that. I fought with Miguel again.
How come?
Because he's an idiot. He's taking advantage of the situation with my dad, so he can win him over.
No, sweetie, it isn't like that. Miguel only wants to be closer to your dad. Try to understand.
To be honest with you, that's why I want you to get along with him less than ever, okay? Because of him, it's going to be much more difficult for me to regain my dad's trust in me.
All right. If you really don't want me anywhere near Miguel, then I'll do it.
That's good. Well, let's see. Wait a minute, why do you look sad anyway?
The only two people I can talk to in this house are Regina and Miguel.
Well, okay. But since we're getting along better now, I think you should tell me everything you want.
Eric, we're going to do everything as you say.
Very good. This way, it's going to work better. Montserrat, things have gotten complicated. My dad now knows about what happened with Gomez Luna. I won't be able to see you for a few days, and I trust that everything will be sorted out with my dad, and I'll be able to give you whatever you want. Please, be patient with me. I love you.
Like I told you, if you're going to continue working for me, you have to get information out of Arturo's daughter. Well, working with her has some advantages.
Dad, actually, I don't know if I can.
How's that possible?
Look, I don't know if anything I can get from Arturo Montenegro's daughter will be of any use to you. Especially after seeing the way you're handling things,
What are you
Dad.
talking about?
Well, it's that quite often I don't like the way you do things, Dad. Okay? And I'm saying this because of what you did to Arturo Montenegro's son. I heard what you told Franco, and obviously I wasn't going to argue with you in front of him.
I'm glad you know about it. So let's just see. If you've learned that in business, you don't hesitate.
Well, I'm really sorry, Dad. I'm sorry. I feel that I can be like you. Once and for all, I want to tell you that I can't work with you this way.